Festive felicitations, dear friends, from Dr. Bertram Everidge and the Dangerous Yet Camera Shy Paramour. The Yuletide period is upon us, and we are indulging in fantastic tradition of having a lovely mulled drink. Now, when we put our tree up, we have a tendency to do mulled wine, but there are many other brilliant mulled drinks out there, one of which is mulled cider. We are using a slow cooker, which was a fantastic innovation that a friend of ours told us about. It just means that you can leave the drink to heat gently and you don't have to keep an eye on a hob or anything like that. Do please be very careful when you use your slow cooker to heat your mulled wine or your mulled cider that you have washed it very, very thoroughly beforehand, so you don't end up with a festive drink that tastes of the last beef stew that you cooked in it. So we have in this slow cooker a couple of litres of dry still cider. That's probably the best kind of cider to use for this kind of drink. There's no point using anything sparkly because you're going to heat it, so all that sparkle will just fade out, and the dryness of the cider means it's a lot more versatile. So that's our starting point with the cider in the slow cooker. To that we are going to add a couple of cinnamon sticks. We're also going to add some allspice berries, some ground ginger, about 1.5 teaspoons of that, some cloves, just a little selection of those there, in they go, some orange peel, gives a nice flavour to the cider, and a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. There we go. And to pep it up a little bit, we've got some brandy, and you can use Calvados if you've got it. That would be a very nice flavour too. This is just a normal brandy. I'm just going to put a good slug in there. We're not being precise, we're just a little bit of pep in there, and also apple juice. Similarly, we're not being precise here, we're just going to pop a little bit of apple juice in there. That's fantastic. Now this is going to take a couple of hours to heat up, so you just pop the slow cooker on at low and leave it, and ever so slowly your house will fill with a fantastic, wonderful festive smell. It really makes you feel like Christmas. I'm going to give this a bit of a stir, and then we turn it on and come back later. Time has passed, during which we have went for a fantastic wintry walk around our local cathedral, and have come back into the house chilled and ready for something warm, to be greeted by the incredible smell of our mulled cider. It really, really was brilliant. Let's dish it up. It smells brilliant. We're going to garnish it with a slice of apple. Just going to pop that on there. You could just pop it in to the glass and pour it over if you want, and also half a stick of cinnamon. There we go. Let's give it a try. It's very pleasing. It's warming. It's festive. It's just what you need on these dark nights. Quite brilliant. Now this is a very versatile recipe. You can play around with it. All of the things that we put in are sort of vague measurements. You can increase some of the spices, the sugars and things. or decrease them to your personal taste. You could even change out the brandy for a different spirit, such as a dark rum or something like that. That would work as well. It really is your choice and your playground, and I would encourage you to experiment and play around with this fantastic drink. Well, joyeux Noël, Slanger, down the hatch, and all that gubbins. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, and more importantly, look after each other and yourselves. And from Dr. Bertram Everidge and the Dangerous Yet Camera Shy Paramour, Merry Christmas, and Everidge out.